All right. Matt, the mortgage guy here. In today's video, I'm going to go over these predictions made by Redfin. They came out with the article. Lots of people are talking about it. I'm going to give you a little bit of my insight, my 2 cents as a mortgage broker who's in it all day, every day. Mortgage, real estate, talking to consumers, talking to real estate agents, let you know what I think about their data. As you know, I take it seriously because I know they have a lot of data. They've got a bunch of consumer data to pull from, right? They got people on their site, they got people clicking, they got people setting parameters for what they're searching for. So I think that forward looking, Redfin does a pretty good job of what we should expect. So before I jump into it, do me a favor, like, comment, subscribe, do all the stuff for the YouTube algorithm if you would be so kind. Thanks for watching. Okay, so Redfin predicts a more balanced housing market in 2022. I think the article said something along those lines. I'm just gonna go through, I'm gonna tell you what their 10 predictions were, and then tell you what I think of those predictions. Agree, disagree, add a little bit of my personal belief to it, right? And prediction number 1, mortgage rates rise to 3.6%, comma, bringing price growth down to earth. So first, on the mortgage rate side, as a mortgage professional, I agree 100%. I just recorded a video. Jerome Powell and the Fed is talking about tapering, the purchase of bonds faster than they originally expected. All these different levers that affect mortgage rates are being pulled in the direction of moving rates higher. So whether it's 3.5, 3.6, 3.75, mortgage rates are headed up, will continue to climb. It's not going to go from 3% to 5%, but mid to high threes is probably what you should expect in 2022. Now, the second part of that sentence is they said it's going to bring home price appreciation back down to earth, which I also agree with. I don't think it's the only reason though. I talk to consumers all day, every day. And as much as this 0.5% or 0.75% interest rate increase will affect some people, a lot of the people that are buying, from my perspective, that's not going to necessarily be a non-starter, right? Maybe instead of buying a $750,000 house, they buy a $700,000 house. Or maybe, little changes, right? It doesn't make them have to exit the game. And there's still more than enough willing and able. And that's where you look at demand. And at a certain point in either rates or home prices or a combination of the two, you start running out of willing and able, right? Plenty of people are willing to buy a house. Are they able to? Do they qualify? People qualify, right? I see it all day, every day. As much as people may not admit it, wages are increasing at pretty high levels as well. So home prices go up, mortgage rates go up. Will it kick people out where nobody can afford it and home prices fall? No, but that increase might slow it down just enough to where instead of seeing 15% home price appreciation, we see 6%. Right? Okay, enough on that one. Number 2, new listings will hit a 10-year high, which will hardly make a dent in the ongoing supply shortage. This is a great point, and Redfin knows data better than anybody. And they're saying there's gonna be more listings than we've seen in 10 years. But it's gonna hardly make a dent in supply. I think we've got a shortage of something like 3 to 4 million homes. So if we have record people listing their homes for sale, and you've got some doomsdayer on YouTube saying, well, with all this supply, home prices are gonna crash 30%. Not going to happen. If we've got 500,000 or 1 million even more listings than normal, it's hardly gonna make a dent, as they stated here, right? And I agree with that wholeheartedly. Any increase in supply will be quickly absorbed by the market because there's so much demand. Prediction number 3, rents increase by 7%. Now, I agree with this. I think that it might even be more than that. I think that rents might increase by Who knows? 10%, 12%. And like real estate, it's going to be market dependent, right? It's going to be different. Sacramento market, San Diego market, Phoenix market, Idaho market, Lubbock, Texas, Nashville, Tennessee, every single market's going to be different. So the average is going to be 7%. You're going to see 0% in some markets. You're going to see a 15% rent increase in other markets. And it cited a bunch of different things, about the labor market, people moving to new cities. A lot of things are going to go into driving rent up, but it's just a supply and demand thing, similar to housing, right? So as a renter, I guess, beware or be aware of the fact that rents are going to increase in 2022. I think that that's kind of unanimous across the board, Redfin or others. Prediction number 4, home buyers will relocate to affordable cities like Columbus, Ohio, Indianapolis, and Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, over the Sun Belt. I think that, people have started to do that in 2021 and will continue to do so. The remote work and the ability to work from anywhere and other things are, causing people to seek out more affordable cities. So I think that continues. I agree with that one as well. Prediction number 5 ties into that a little bit. The people will vote with their feet and they're going to relocate to places that align with their politics. We've seen a lot of people move out of my beautiful home state of California. I love California. There's some things about California I don't like. Some people are so upset about some of the things they don't like with politics or taxes or a combination of both that they're, moving to Idaho, moving to Texas, moving to Tennessee. I've seen a ton of it. That will continue. I agree, for sure. There should be something I disagree with, right? Because it seems like so far I'm like, right, yeah, I mean, what they're stating is a couple different things. Data that they've seen, and it's happened. I'm like, yeah, it's happened for sure. I've seen it. And then the data looking forward. And if you want to know how they're looking forward, they can see a change in search, which I'll show you in number 6. Number 6, condo demand will take off. This one maybe I disagree with a little bit, like take off, explode. I don't know. Sure, people, as always, there's a certain demographic or certain type of people that like, they don't need a yard, need a lot of land. They might want something smaller that's easier to maintain, so condo. But here's the thing, and here's where numbers, I was about to say numbers don't lie, and then I remember that numbers can lie. What they're basing this prediction off of is that in September of 2021, when people were searching on Redfin, the users filtered for only single family homes, meaning they didn't want to see other stuff, 28% of the time. Whereas in July of 2020, it was 37%. In July of 2020, we're in lockdown and people are saying, listen, I need a house, I need acreage, I need some space, I can work from anywhere, I want a single family. And they search for just that, 37% of them. And what they're saying, their data is pointing to, is that less and less people, down to 28% in September, are saying just single family. Now they're saying, show me the condos, the single families, all of the stuff, right? Interesting thing to think about. And, I've seen condo prices increase along with everything else. And some people that come to us realize as home prices have gone up, they might not be able to afford a single family in the neighborhood they're looking to buy. They want to get on the property ladder. They want to own real estate, so they'll buy a condo for that reason. Okay. Predictions 7 and 8 both have to do with home buyers taking, climate. Oh, okay. These are different. Never mind. Prediction number 7. Home buyers will take climate risks seriously when choosing a home. I think this is something that's real. In California, for us, it's mostly fires. In other states, it might be hurricanes and floods and things like that. I don't know. Like in the past, did homebuyers not care about this stuff? Did homebuyers just say whatever? For us in California, like they take it seriously because when they're looking to move to the hills and they're looking to move to some of these areas that are high fire risk, they realize, holy cow, there's a $7,000 a year homeowners insurance policy, where if I bought this house, you know, in a not so rural area, I can get a homeowners insurance policy for $1,200, right? And so I think they take it seriously, but from my seat as a mortgage pro, I think the money, the numbers is one thing that like deters them, right? It's not like, oh gosh, I don't want to deal with a fire if fires come to this area. It's like, oh gosh, I don't want to pay $7,000 a year for my homeowners insurance. I don't know. You tell me. Maybe I'm off there. Number 8, housing policy will become central to political battles about climate change. Now, I don't know. Political debates, who should pay for the damage and what the government should do. I think housing policy, you know, for equality and for first-time home buyers and all that stuff is going to be more top of mind, more front page than the climate change stuff. Again, I might be wrong. I don't know. Prediction number 9, iBuyers focus on perfecting a niche instead of market domination. I think this came out after Zillow pulled out of iBuying, but it's true. You know, between the Zillows and the Open Doors and anybody else who's doing iBuying, I think some of them started that way, 1980 and newer. You know, this 3-bedroom or 4-bedroom, this neighborhood, not that neighborhood. They tried to get nichey. They're going to have to get even more nichey, and they're probably going to have to like rely on local experts. Zillow is probably a prime example where, you know, data and who knows what else was driving some of these decisions, but they fumble-effed the heck out of their iBuying program. So, you know, anybody who enters the market in the future will have to look at that and figure out, like, let's not make hundreds of millions of dollars mistake like our friends at Zillow. All right, last prediction, number 10. The DOJ will crack down on how real estate agents are paid. I don't know. It's something where, like, if you look at the data, and I'm surprised, maybe Redfin's saying this because they're Redfin, right? And they have like a discount brokerage type model, but discount brokerage versus traditional real estate agent, you can cite thousands of examples where traditional real estate agent with proper marketing, proper tools, listing the house at the right price, knowledge about specific area, all the stuff that the traditional real estate agent does, if they charge a fee that's slightly more, but they get you an extra 5% on your sale, you net more as a homeowner. Like, that value gets translated, right? If you're gonna pay more for something, if you're gonna pay more, but net more, it doesn't matter that you're paying more, right? You're getting a better service. So I don't know. I don't see the DOJ coming cracking down because, truth be told, where agents get, you know, percentage of commissions, if you ever saw the breakdown of what the broker gets, what goes to insurance, what goes to marketing, what goes to open house prep, what goes to this, what goes to the transaction coordinator, what, you know, like, the agent is not getting the full 2.5 or 3%. They've got a tons of expenses in there. The biggest teams, you know, have a lot of support staff to provide, 1, a really good experience for the client, 2, get them top dollar when they're selling their house, 3, all the legal, you know, support and help in avoiding disaster, right? Real estate agents are well worth it. That's the moral of the story. Anyhow, video went longer than I wanted. If you have any comments, thoughts on any of this stuff, I'll leave a link to the article below so you can look at it for yourself. But interesting stuff to think about going into 2022. I appreciate you watching this thing. If you made it all 15 minutes, thank you very much. I appreciate the support. And until next time, we gonna see.